anyway, there we go. So we must crack on, ladies and gentlemen, with the a man who I can only describe as the penultimate act. He's now I feel for the last two acts. I do feel for the last two acts because I've had to wait all evening. They watched all the little chums go on, get laughs, have a drink afterwards. They've had to stay very, very sober, very sober, very in the zone. If I can use a youth term, I'll pop a cap in your ass. Metaphorically speaking, you know, keep in the zone there, and there'd be a cruel and unusual compere who would extend this introduction what's the word? Further than need be to get this next young lad on. Full stop, new paragraph. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on the stage the penultimate act, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. It is, it's little Rory Murray, ladies and gentlemen.
We're nearly at the end, so as a little treat, I'm going to be performing in 3D for everyone. So if you have your little... Is anyone else sick of technology? Yeah. Anyone else sick of technology who heard beeping earlier? I am sick of technology. Why? Did you say why? The reason is, in the old days, technology used to be about bettering yourself. It used to be about making leaps and bounds as a species. Do you remember when we invented the plane? A few nods. 1903, we've got 107-year-olds here, well done. But yeah, that was my sister laughing as well, thank you. Yeah, so in the old days, it was about all that rubbish. Now, it's just about entertainment. That's all it is. And people don't understand why they're getting involved with this technology. This is an example. So recently I was on a ski trip. We're in the southeast of England, so hopefully I can say that without turning you guys against me. But I was on a ski trip, an expensive ski trip, a credit crunch subverting ski trip, that when it got cold, we'd warm ourselves up by burning euros. That was the kind of ski trip it was. Anyway, one of the days I was on a chairlift with two English girls. I didn't know who they were, but they were chatting away to each other. And one of them says to her, she goes, "Sarah, look at the landscape, it's beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky, it's amazing. It's so clear. It's almost like watching HD TV." And for a second it didn't register with me, and then all of a sudden it clicked and I was like, what the fuck did you just say? I'm sorry, is this nature trying to recreate the magic of HD TV? No, you dumb bitch! That's the thing, technology now is about making fake shit seem realistic. You hear stuff like this. Japanese scientists claim that in 10 years they'll be able to make robots so realistic you won't be able to tell the difference between them and humans. You know, what a fucking waste of resource, because what we need right now is more people on Earth. Yeah, because Mother Nature isn't throwing hints every week that she's sick of us. Every week there's stuff now. Earthquake, tsunami, swine flu, Jedward. They are sick of us. But the big story in technology is Apple's dominance. And more recently we have the iPad. Anyone excited about that? No! Good. Because if you said yes, I'd have gone losers. And it would have been funny, maybe. But anyway, so you got the iPad coming, and on Saturday it actually comes out in the US. And people are already queuing up for it like it is the cure for cancer. Not that it's just glass and a bit of plastic. They're queuing up like they're brainwashed. Yes, Mr. Jobs, you are correct. It is the must-have gadget, and my life will be so much better. So no, it fucking won't. But I'm not saying it's evil. I'm not saying what's going on is evil. But let's look back in history. What happened the last time we were tempted by apples? Exactly. Now, I haven't said all that. I'm quite looking forward for it landing on the UK, or landing on our shores, because that's going to be 6 months I can walk down any darkened alley and not worry about getting mugged. Because the muggers are not going to be interested in me. They're going to be looking at the dickheads with the iPads. Because if you own an iPad, it screams two things. It screams, 1, disposable income, and 2, fucking stupid. All for the propaganda. And that is the two things a mugger likes. It's like this. You might have been at a club one time and you're talking to some nice girls, some average looking girls. They're the nicest girls in the room. And you're chatting away, you're like, I went to Birmingham University. And they're like, oh really? That's the girl doing that, the high voice. I don't chat girls up in high voices. Someone chatting away, and around 10 o'clock, some stunning sluts walk in, and I'm gone from this conversation to being like, oh, yes, see you later. That's what it'll be like for the muggers. They're not going to have any attention on me. They're going to disappear to the sluts with the iPads. Exactly. So, what else was I going to say about the iPad? Oh yeah, it'll be funny when you see people use them on the tube. Because I think you're going to be quite self-conscious if you use an iPad. Because it's quite cumbersome and there's a lot of cultural baggage now with it. So you'll have people tapping away, pretending they're doing shit, knowing everyone's watching. They'll be tapping away on the tube. All they'll be typing is, I've got an iPad, I've got an iPad. That's it. That's all they're going to be typing. One of the things you see people doing on the tube now, you see adults, you see real life adults playing computer games. Has anyone seen this? Playing on Nintendo DS's. When did that become accepted? I never got the email. It's ridiculous. And they say shit like this, they say, it's training my brain. It reduces the chances of me getting Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Mate, you're playing Zelda. The only thing that reduces the chances of you getting are STDs. Get a job. Fucking hell. So yeah, don't get fooled by this walkabout. Don't get fooled by all this technology. There's one thing and one thing alone that has kept us as a species happy for millions of years. For generations, it's kept families together. It's kept relationships together. It's kept people happy. And that one thing is fellatio. Thank you, I've been Rory in 3D, you've been the audience. Thank you very much and good night.
Quite a few cultural shibboleths, I think, wasn't he? Eh? Something, I wouldn't get one of those things. No, they frighten me. I like fish, but it doesn't like me. Anyway,